Yes. Oh, so dodgy, that was close. Oh, I thought he was off at Imola. I do know a lot of corners on this circuit. I do know a lot, which is
always handy. I know them by numbers, which I can say about most tracks, but I think we are live. I'm just going to check the Twitch to confirm we are.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
Because I am so prepared, and we are live. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Academy for round number 8 here at Gavra Racing Season 5. You are joined by myself, Xnatagy, and finally it's been 7 races, so I didn't do round 1. But I'm joined by a commentator, and for the first time, Zexify, would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everybody, and yeah, I'm really excited to be commentating with Natty and for the second time this season in the Academy League, so it's very good to see that I'm here back again. So obviously we're here at Imola, which tends to be a pretty twisty-turvy track, and I hope there's going to be an absolutely fantastic qualifying and race, but at the moment we've got some drivers setting their lap times, and Lucas Malta at the moment with provisional poles, so let's see what we can do from there. About 3/10 clear from his nearest competitor to Bokron, so pretty a lengthy gap.
It was definitely a roller coaster of emotions for Lucas last week. Made his debut in Monza, but after a few collisions under the safety car, saw him pick up I think it was like 20 seconds worth of time penalties, and then decided to pull over to one side, let everyone go through and get out of the way. And he is here on a redemption drive, currently on provisional pole by 3/10. We've got only one Luca Rosman about to set his lap time. That's actually just going to come into the pit. But before we go any further, penalty update. And only one Luca Rosman got the win taken away from him at Monza last week for cutting the corner at turn 2 and gaining a lasting advantage, meaning he drops down to, I believe, it was second place in the end. And Pinty, your championship leader, took the race win last week at Monza and extending his gap at the top of the championship. Currently third in this qualifying session. Let's see what he can do here tonight.
Yeah, so Pinty, they're really crucial, plus 8 or 7 points whether he got the fastest lap. That is very crucial for this championship and stretches that championship lead. So Pinty must be very happy with that penalty. Only one Luca Rosman got. Really unfortunate for him after he probably done a very good race last time out in Italy. But we're here on another place in Italy, here in Emilia-Romagna and here in Italy. So we're going to be here to see how will the drivers in the midfield and in the back of the grid, as some drivers now haven't set a lap yet, and Tutti Boy is now about to go through the final corner of Ravazza, and he does get a bit of a shabby exit, but all good. But now goes to the line, P16 for him. He's definitely looking to improve that in the Gulf McLaren livery.
Yeah, also on the medium tyres, so trying something different here. Someone's off at turn 1. I think that's not Nico Zora, it's the other black car of Hilstadinho off at turn 2, turn 3, and well, with a lot of gravel on his tyres, on his outlap as well, so that's definitely not going to do his tyres any good. Getting out of the way for the cars coming on through. Got a few drivers coming up to the line as well. I believe Whiskey's one of them, starting his flying lap, currently done an 18.4, and we'll be looking to improve on that position. We've still got 10.5 minutes left to go, and it's quite overcast here, so it could potentially rain, but having a look in towards turn 1, it does look to be clearing. So the track temperature, as it gets warmer, the track is definitely going to heat up, and we're going to start seeing some faster times later on in the session.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully we'll see. Obviously track evolution gains you so much time. If it does change, let's see how will that come into effect, as it is starting to slowly maybe get brighter here, and let's see how the drivers do when there is someone that's off just the exit Aquaman, that's Hilstadinho, so that's not going to do his tyres any more good after his spin on his outlap, so this tyre is not going to be really ready to go for that qualifying lap. And obviously tyre wear around here, this track, I could say maybe a pretty much a medium to low, I should say. So obviously you can do maybe 2 lap runs, but then after that I think it's not good. But let's see, going to Bokron right now, after Aquaman doing a pretty solid job there, and he's down by 1/10.5, so that's not what he wants right now. It goes a bit too wide and he invalidates that lap. and that is not going to do him any deeds for that lap, and now he's going to slow down, cool down the tyres and go for another lap here, Natty. So really unfortunate for Tubokron, but we've got still around 10 minutes left in this qualifying session as the minutes count down, as there's someone behind me in the distance. That is only one Luca Rosman at the exit of the first chicane.
That is hugely unfortunate for anyone Luca Rosman. I'd imagine he's either got onto the inside curb or he's ran wide onto the AstroTurf and onto the grass. Really easy to do at this track. It's quite a punishing circuit, mainly because there's so many medium speed corners. It's really easy just to misjudge the braking points. So many curbs that you think you might be able to take, for example the first chicane, and Whiskey's actually picked up a 5-second time penalty for a collision with Nico Zora through the middle sector. Not sure what's gone on there, as By Jasper has retired and he's lost it on the exit of turn 3. So I think a similar incident to what happened to only one Luca Rosman. I'm trying to find that yellow car. It's Piatti. No, it's not Piatti. It's Dutchy going through turn 1. You can see there his car stranded. Someone else has lost it at turn 1. Is that Liam? I think it is Liam. He's off into the wall. And he's reversing on the exit of turn 3. So already in qualifying, we're already seeing drivers trying to push the limits here. And, well, that's 3 spins, I think, and 1 retirement in the past 5 minutes. So definitely trying to push, but mistakes coming into a play early on.
Yes, definitely. So obviously, at the second part of the chicane is a very, very dangerous sausage curbs, and they might just really destabilize your car, and it just might send you into a spin. And Pinty's actually closed down that gap to Lucas Multi, and he's just about nearing the 1/10th region, so it's super close. T-Sport is just lagged out, as he's probably going to get an invitation. AK Bloody Legends on a lap. Let's see what can he do as he slows down. So he's abandoned his lap, so he's going to maybe go for another one if he has the fuel to do so. That's Hilstadinho out of qualifying at the second chicane. That is a massive crash, and what's happened to him?
Yeah, it looks like, judging by where his car is, I think he's probably taken too much entry speed going into the initial part of the corner, and then the back end has just stepped out, sending him off into the barrier. And once you're in that gravel, you are a passenger here at this track. It's very punishing, and the slightest mistakes can be the most deadly here. As well, we've got about 5 minutes left to go. I can't tell because we've got yellows in all 3 sectors at the minute, but Lucas is on provisional pole by 1/10 of a second so far, and 3/10 clear of Tubokron in third. So it's fairly close up top, and we've still got plenty of time left to go.
So definitely there's going to be more to come. So we're into those dying minutes of qualifying, and now the drivers are going to get ready to put their new soft tyres and go for their final run. Skeldog, I believe, is now going to box, and Tistovico, I'm not sure if that's it. Someone's made a jump. That is Skeldog, Pippin, Pinty here, and goes into P3, as I believe it's not letting me go into Pinty, so I'm not sure what's happened to him.
I think the spectator cameras are just a bit glitched. Mine was having a little bit of a moment as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's because he's went to the garage and it kind of bugged out, as he's got actually lagged out there, so we're fortunate for him. But Skeldog into P2, 400s ahead of Pinty here, as Pinty now goes out, and we've got about 4 minutes left of qualifying here, Natty, and it's going to be very interesting to see. But we've still got drivers making laps, and they're starting their laps very soon, and Suomi Finn is one of those.
Yeah, with 5 minutes left to go, you'd imagine those coming out on track now are putting in enough fuel to go for 2 laps. There's not really enough time to do a lap, and Sumi's retired.
I saw him crash, and actually Aquamineral is actually on the offset cam, and he's just dropped it. Aquamineral, you actually do often drop it there. I tried to take as much speed, but you just lose the rear, and he's now out of qualifying. That's now 3 down in qualifying, so Suomi Finn's not going to be happy with Hilstad and by Jasper as well. So big blows for these drivers. But let's have a quick look at the chat. So hello to Steve Vyers, Direct to Gavra, Robert Kofar there, Tabby Dobdix, and James Israel. Good evening to all of you.
I think Witzel's lost it down at turn 1, currently, not turn 1, sorry, turn 3, currently in 5th place in this session, on a flying lap, so that would have been a flying lap. He's now going to have to either come into the pits or cool down the tyres and go for it again. Looks like everyone's joining back the session. Liam's joined, I think that was Tootie Boy for leaving or joining. Hopefully everyone's able to join back before quali ends. Thank you to everyone who is watching. The front 3 separated by a 10th. Top championship contenders here. Despite Lucas joining slightly late, he could still have some implications on how this championship is decided.
Yeah, so Robert Coffer, this circuit is Imola. This is the second race of the calendar. It's been added in October. It's obviously one of my favourite tracks on the game. Not maybe top 5 at the all time, but we're now on to 2 minutes. Lucas, I believe, has just started his lap, so let's see what can he do here into turn 1, as he's going to try and get the car nicely done. Don't use a lot of those sausage curves, and he does that nicely through turns 1, 2 and 3. Now to this very fast chicane where Hilstedinho's had a massive crash, but now into the toes, the hairpin, he's invalidated.
Yeah, ran wide on the exit and invalidated his time. With 3 minutes left to go, if he's got enough fuel, he should be able to do another lap on the soft tyres. Not ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Tyre wear around this track, like you said earlier, isn't too high. I think it's a comfortable soft to medium or medium to soft, depending on what tyre you start with. Maybe some drivers might try and start on the hards and gamble on a late safety car. We'll have to wait and see, but only those outside the top 10 will be able to start on the hardest tyre available. 2 minutes and a half left to go. Lucas is still on provisional pole and is out on track, but has had that invalid lap time. Probably will go for it again. There's not enough time to come into the pits and put on a new set of tyres. And he's going to try and extend his provisional pole lead. But he's got Skeldog and Pinty to Bockerin as well, all on lap times to try and knock him off provisional pole.
Yeah, so Pinty's flying at the moment, and he's now through Ackerman and Raleigh there. Get a bit of a twitch on the rear there for Pinty, the championship leader, flexing his muscles. You're 10th up in the middle sector here, Natty, so this could be pole position provisionally for the green livery racing car driver. So let's see what can he do now into the final corners here. So now through Ravata, and he does that nicely. That's only one Luca Rosman out, as I believe he's just retired in the pit lane, and that is going to be Pinty.
6 thousandths.
Wow.
6 thousandths in it between the top 2. Lucas has gone wide. He's 12 seconds off the pace through the middle sector. He's going to be setting himself up for a third final run. Those soft tyres, though, they're definitely going to be up to temperature.
Skeldog.
And Skeldog's off, and he's into the barrier, similar to how Nicholas and Latifi crashed in real life, except with a bit more entry speed. No damage to the tyres, probably the front wing. Obviously, increased tyre temps throughout the spin. There's an abandoned tyre off from where I think Sumi retired early on in the session. Hilstedinho, sorry. But that could be Skeldog's chances gone for pole position with only 50 seconds left to go. And Lucas is into the pits, so he won't be improving either. He will start a highest second place here in Imola. We've got a few drivers coming around the final corner. There's still 40 seconds left. I didn't even realise the checkered flag had been waved. I got so into it that I haven't even noticed that the checkered flag's been waved. Pinty's apparently purple, but there's 4 seconds off of his fastest lap, and I think he's just going to bring this back to the pits and save the tyres. Yes, he is. Can anyone knock him off pole, though? Two Bockerin still on a lap, aka Bloody Legend comes into the pits. But I think that's it for qualifying, unless Bockerin can knock Pinty off pole position. Up to the line, he opens the DRS. Where is he going to put his car? 4th place. Does improve, but there's only 2/10 off provisional pole. And that is it for qualifying. And well, the time is now saying 3 minutes left, so I don't think that the checkered flags, I think, were waved early there, unless there's a visual glitch in the spectator cam. But the time remaining is just turned on. Hopefully we don't have a quali glitch again.
I think.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, we're back. Okay, I think we're running.
And look at that, 6,000th in it. Pinty on provision, on I say provisional pole. He's on pole position. No one can beat him, but Lucas will join him on the front row. Skeldog starts in third place with Tubakarin alongside. On his debut, I believe, Bloody Legend starts in 5th place, followed by Witzel in 6th. Only one Luca Rosman in 7th. Arpita in 9th, and Piatti will start inside the top 10. Drivers outside the top 10 will have a free set of tyres. Sumi, Nico Zora in 11th and 12th. Liam, Tootie Boy, By Jasper, Duncan, Dutchy, Whiskey, Cyrex round out your top 10. And I believe the lobby is glitched because we do not have no timer at the top of the screen.
I think Gavra said there's a lobby issue. Don't go yet. I had to wait for a moment and then the timer came, so now I'm just going to wait. But strategy-wise, as you said, Natty, before, it's probably a softer medium, as I've done it before, but very early on into Imola's release, and it was pretty risky, but obviously now we know the track more, learn the track limits and how the track drives, as I believe we're going to a new lobby as Gavra's just left. And we're on a new lobby.
Yay.
Thank you, Codemasters. Really appreciate the hard work. But anyway, I was very sorry about that. But just blame on Codemasters, as now we're going to join a new lobby. So I believe Nazi will be taking a very, very short break for a couple of minutes so everything can get back up and running. But yeah, so let's see how everything will go. Race in a couple of minutes time.
Yeah, definitely. There just seems to be a curse with Italian tracks. Last week we had the lobby glitch. This week there's another one. Apparently it happens when someone leaves and then rejoins during qualifying. So hopefully Codemasters can fix that as soon as possible. You can see drivers leaving the lobby.
Okay, so well, it does happen, but I hope it just gets fixed, because we're gonna be like this all day. But good evening to Piero. Yeah, you make it. Okay, Gav, take your time. And yeah, so hello to you, Nico J and Piero, and I think Gavra is only just freshman. I definitely do get that, Tabby, because of how much the safety cars were for last week. 4 safety cars, Nazi, for the freshman league race on Tuesday last week for Italy, and yeah, I don't think I had a good experience on that. But anyway, we thank Gavra that he's put the safety car to reduce. But now we've got to wait for Gavra to make the new lobby, and we'll be back very shortly.
Yeah, and well, I might have to stop the stream here, guys, because we're not loading into this lobby, and if we don't load into this lobby, I can't leave this lobby. So we either wait for everyone to leave this lobby, or I'm going to have to close the game down and start the stream up once again. We'll give it a few minutes. We will give it a few minutes. I have been enjoying watching the Ballon d'Or whilst this has been going on. I won't spoil it for anyone who has or hasn't watched it and wants to watch it.
Yes.
But
I've seen a bit.
Yeah, they have just announced the winner. We have just loaded into the lobby.
Oh, they've announced it, so you can go to watch that, because you've really been, I think, interested in seeing who won. But yeah, so Vex saying might have been someone leaving and join after retirement, so very interesting. But obviously we're not entirely sure what's going to happen, but obviously, you know, Codemasters, obviously they're the masters, they're the professional 5 stars of bugs, and yeah, just hope that will get fixed. But obviously they're starting to get a bit inconsistent in updates, as they pretty much put updates every week. But let's see. I was obviously as well, multiplayer maintenance was today, I believe, because every week it goes. But hopefully, and that's, you're enjoying watching the Ballon d'Or whilst we wait for Gavra to make the new lobby. I'm just going to see if I have an invite. Not yet, so sorry everybody.
I believe joining an open lobby and then leaving that open lobby stops the glitch of you having an infinite loading screen, and then you have to restart your game. So I've just done that. Hopefully I don't have to close the game when we get the invite from Gav. If anyone's interested, the weekly event at Saudi Arabia practice and qualifying ends in 4 days' time. If you want to get yourselves in for the F1 esports, whatnot, go ahead and do that. But we've got the invite now. Well, I've got the invite anyway. We're joining the lobby, and yeah, we hopefully should get this race started shortly. Hopefully we join the lobby.
Yes.
No.
I've got I'll invite you. Maybe it will work. Because obviously,
it's the infinite loading session screen, which
yeah,
means I'm gonna have to restart the game, unfortunately. So,
oh no.
Stay tuned. I'll get the stream up as quickly as possible, and yeah, we'll be there for the race. I hope you enjoyed quali. It's been brought to an unexpected end, but yeah, we'll get the stream started as soon as possible.
Okay, we'll see you guys very shortly.